Folks, welcome back to another video. My name is Professor Vincent. Today we're going to be talking about why I think you're going to be missing out if you're not buying Ascended Heroes right now. We're going to get into the numbers. We always go over my Excel spreadsheets that I create over the market, and we're really going to see and get into the numbers on why I think you're going to be missing out and why I think you should be buying right now, Ascended Heroes specifically. So let's get into those numbers. This is our Excel spreadsheet that we have for this week of April 16th, 2026. Ascended Heroes, we're going to start with that one. Ascended Heroes sitting at 661293 for total value, $6,612.93. The Pokemon Center ETB is around $471.06. ETBs are sitting around 148.15. Bundles are at 93.10, and the pack price is $12.45. So this is the highest value set that we have ever seen at release and continue to grow. Right? We had Prismatic Evolutions sitting around 8,000 when it came out. It dropped a little under 4,000 around the 3,900 total value range, and then now we're here, right? Ascended Heroes, it got to around 5,800 total value, and then it's going right back up. I think Ascended Heroes, the cards inside, people are just enjoying way too much. They are loving that orange Barney that's in there, you know, the Dragonite, the Mega Dragonite, and the Gengar. It's just an overall insane set. The Pokemon Center ETB, you know, it's continuing to grow. We were expecting to have a second reprint of these, which we have not seen. We have not seen them, it's very unfortunate. Because we want to get more of these, and if they're not doing that, then these things are going to continue to grow, and probably better than Prismatic. So I think Ascended Heroes is right alongside with Prismatic, even though they are about a year apart from each other. Any difference really is just there's no evolutions, right? Everyone really enjoys the evolutions. Prismatic is a set like Evolving Skies, and so, you know, that's kind of based off of that, right? Prismatic Evolution and Evolving Skies are kind of tied together, but they are different styles of sets, right? So Evolving Skies is the main set line, comes with a booster box. Prismatic Evolutions doesn't come with the booster box, and so why I have all of these highlighted is because these are the specialty sets that we have, which we're going to get into later on what I'm seeing with all them, but wanted to go through all of these prices and what the movements are for TCG Player on all of the Ascended Heroes and what I kind of base my numbers on, because I am going to a card show here in Katy, Texas this weekend, and I'm going to be trading, and I'm going to be bringing cash to basically buy as many Ascended Heroes ETBs as I can. And the reason for that is because I think it's going to be one of the best investments that you can make here in the next 2 years. I think it's going to grow faster than a lot of other assets, and so putting a lot of money towards it. The ETB got up to 160 at one point. It's sitting around 150. It did go down to the 100 range, so we lost about 50%. Or that's not 50%. That's like it's like a 40, or no, that's like 30%. But anyway, it got to 104. And now we're back at 150. So it basically grew like 45% in the past 2 months of release. So that is just an insane gain. When this set came out not very long ago, we've never seen anything like what's going on in the Pokemon market right now. Everything is going up. No one's losing, and you know that kind of market is, you know, very good and very dangerous at the same time. It depends on how you see it. But like I said, we are going to be buying as many of these as we can and holding for at least that 2-year mark. And that is the play. That's what we're doing. That's all I'm buying, right? I'm being very specific on my buys because I believe this is the best investment to do at this specific time, right? We want these. We want the Ascended Heroes ETBs, right? That's all we want. The bundles, I think this might affect the price. It's not released yet, so these are being pre-released right now at around $90. This is definitely going to affect the market once they get released. I think the pack price will go down. I don't think it's going to affect the ETB that much. I think the set value is going to continue to grow. I think the Pikachu that's in there, that's around $800 with the tree, that one, I think that'll be $1,000 card eventually. I think it is just beautiful. I love it. Not that I'm buying it or anything. I just think it is an exciting card that you can pull out of it. Honestly, not a big fan of the Gengar that is in there. That's like $1,100. Not too big of a fan of it. Not really searching for it, but I do think that Pikachu that's in there, definitely worth it. So we're gonna see here in the next week or two. Well, next week we'll definitely see how this is affecting the market for Ascended Heroes. It might affect it a lot. We will see how it plays out. Right, we're gonna go week by week and really see how these are gonna do over time. Since the prismatic bundles are at $75.11. So I'm expecting it to be probably a little less. So I'll probably go to like $70 per bundle for a little while, and then I'll probably just start following prismatic evolutions. And lastly, the pack, the Ascended Heroes pack. At release we were at like $15, and now we got dropped down to $11, which is the lowest it ever got. It was like $11.04, and now we're back. No, we're still sitting around 11, 12, 1260. 1260 seems like the price to be. So they're probably selling for like $13 at card shows, which I'm not buying Ascended Heroes packs. I want to buy the ETB. I want to buy the ETB because ETBs and the product actually holds a lot better value than just holding the single packs. I know it's more efficient to space-wise to hold the packs, but I've got the space, so it doesn't really matter too much for me, which is why I'm going off of what is going to be the best, right? And so we want the ETBs. That is what we're going for. That is all I am searching for at the moment. So let's get into why I highlighted all of the specialty sets, because I want you guys to look at the total value of the specialty sets and see how the packs are doing. So we're going to go from 151. It's at a 22.72.34 for the total value. The pack price is $27.54. This is a 2.5-year-old set, so they're not making this anymore, and they're not making Paldean Fates anymore, right? So what do we see? We see the pack prices compared to the other sets, right? This is why we'd buy specialty sets, and this is why I've only been buying specialty sets, because I believe it is the best investment that you can make. And here's proof. Take a look at the prices of every single thing that's been coming out from the total value. I would say let's compare it to Paldea Evolved. Right, Paldea Evolved has a big card in it as well. Other good cards. Total value is higher than that 1,500 range, which is what we want to see within my Excel spreadsheets. So, just taking a look at comparisons, the Pokemon Center ETB is like 2.5x of what Paldea Evolved is. The ETB is 3x. The bundle is up 80%, and the pack's over double, right? 2.5. Right? So if I held a 151 pack and a Paldea Evolved pack, this is the margins that you would be betting on, right? And so seeing 151 at $2,200 and seeing Ascended Heroes at $6,600, which is triple, right? I don't think the pack is going to be $90 in 2.5 years. I don't think that's going to be a play for Ascended Heroes. But I believe with my numbers, how I think people enjoy the sets, which is off of the total values for the sets. I definitely believe that my ETBs that I'm going to buy right now are going to hit over $600, right? So I'm going to 4x in 2 years. If you don't know an asset that you believe is going to 4x in the next 2 years, you should only buy Pokemon Ascended Heroes. And that's it. That's how you invest, right? If you invest into things that you believe in, right? And I believe, off of the numbers and off of the data that I've been collecting, that this $150 box of Ascended Heroes is going to hit 600, right? I think it's going to do better, right? Since the total value is 3x, 3 times more, right? Obviously, we're going to see how the future plays out, and we're going to go over these every single week. But we're making huge plays and huge positions in Ascended Heroes because of that fact, right? Paldean Fates as well, right? Paldean Fates finally hit over the 151 mark. I think there's a little bit more nostalgia with 151. So Paldean Fates, it's probably a reason why the ETBs and or packs aren't as much as 151, but still, take a look at the mainline sets, right? It's a $20 pack for Paldean Fates. It's an $8 pack for Temporal Forces, right? And even I guess I need to bring in older sets to really give detail on this because the total values don't match. It does seem that Pokemon Center is making and putting a lot more better quality cards or better looks in these specialty sets, which is another reason why you should also be collecting the specialty sets and really only investing in them because they're making a bunch of them, right? They're making more. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen a Destined Rivals ETB hit shelves other than the release date. I've never even seen it. Actually, I've never even seen it on the shelves. I've never been to Walmart, Target, anywhere and seen a Destined Rival ETB, let alone even Black Bolt White Flare. But we'll get into that in a minute. It's only been the newest sets, Ascended Heroes, or Prismatic Evolutions. That's it. That's all we get to see. Not exactly sure why. Please let me know in the comments if you have any details on that, on why. But take a look at even Shrouded Fable. Shrouded Fable, one of the worst sets that we have ever seen, is at $9 a pack. It is worth Shrouded Fable is worth more than Mega Evolutions. It's right alongside with Phantasmal Flames. Would you rather have a Phantasmal Flames pack or a Shrouded Fable pack, right? They're worth about the same. About the same, which I think is crazy. But that is how specialty sets work, right? Specialty sets are that's just how they work. They are worth more over time, and that is why we want to be in them. Shrouded Fable is going to outcompete Surging Sparks, Stellar Crown, Twilight Masquerade, all these mainline sets that you believe are better than Shrouded Fable. Take a better look. Take a better look. $9 a pack for that beats most things on Scarlet Violet and Mega Evolutions line. It does, other than this other specialty sets. And so we're going heavy into all of the specialty sets because of these numbers, right? The numbers are showing that this is how to create more money from just sitting and doing nothing. So, and that's what we do. We hold sealed product of Pokemon cards. We let it sit there. We don't do anything. We forget about it, throw it in the closet, and we let it grow. We let it appreciate over time, and eventually we're going to sell it. Prismatic Evolutions, $5,174.92. That is great to see. The last, I know the lowest it was at was a 3,900, and now we're at 5,100. So awesome to see. Waiting to see for how the ETBs are going to turn out and the Pokemon Center ETBs, since we are heavy in those already. So ETBs, I mean, they're still making them. We do get to see some of these continue to get put on the shelves from Pokemon Center releasing them. It's how it works. It's what Pokemon Center does. They send out, they repeat and keep reprinting the sets that are most wanted, and they know it. They know it. But right now, it just seems like it's going to be Prismatic and Ascended Heroes for a little while. They're going to be mass printing those. I don't think they're going to be doing many reprints with Perfect Order, as it could just destroy the set overall if they continue to print it, as they did with Vivid Voltage and older sets. Battle Styles, they just made multiple rounds of reprints for it, right? And that overall hurt the set. And another reason why probably Shrouded Fable is doing really well is because they did not reprint it. They obviously they have multiple rounds of it coming out, but they're not continuously making it. When was the last time you saw Shrouded Fable ETB hit the shelf from Pokemon Center printing it? It's been a long time. It's been probably a year. And they're not going to do it. I'm betting that they're not going to make it anymore, because then it would just hurt the set even more, right? They're not going to do that, right? They're going to keep making the good sets because people will keep wanting it. It's not going to affect the market that much. I believe the market is not going to be affected very heavily by making more Prismatic and Ascended Heroes, because people want it, right? Prismatic has a worse grade rate than Evolving Skies. Which is why the Umbreon in the set is worth more than the Evolving Skies set, which I think is another thing to get into, right? And why Prismatic Evolutions is going to be a huge set. Haven't taken a look at the Ascended Heroes on the grade rates, how the gradability is and the percentages of the good cards. But I do know, and we do know, Prismatic Evolutions doesn't have the greatest, which is also going to improve the value of the cards inside when they're graded, right? I think all the top cards should be graded, so you get a better value and a chance at making higher percentages. Definitely worth it. Not really buying packs of Prismatic or bundles. Like I said in the past, bundles I believe are just for rippers. I think if you're trying to rip packs, I think you should just rip the bundles and hold on to the ETBs. I think it's a worth play. What I've seen over my time is that the ETBs, they just grow at a better percentage. Everything's numbers, right? So ETBs, they grow at a better percentage than the bundles do. And that is because it's easier to make the bundles from the Pokemon Center company. So just keeping that in mind, as you guys are putting things on the shelf for a long period of time, you'd rather have something that you believe is going to produce better numbers over time if you're just going to let it sit there, right? And bundles I don't think is the best thing to do. I think they should be ripped, and I think Pokemon Center makes a lot more of them than the ETBs, so keep that in mind. Black Bolt White Flare, we're going to talk about this for a while until the numbers start shooting up, which I think they are. We're at 116 and 105 for Black Bolt White Flare right now. It was like 2 weeks ago when it was under $100. So lots of movement there. I think, like I said, sleeper plays. I haven't seen Black Bolt White Flare get reprinted. Or I haven't seen anything on the shelves. Haven't heard anyone saying, hey, looking forward to this Black Bolt White Flare drop here at Target. No one's saying that, right? It's all Mega Evolutions now. And so it's just a forgotten set. And that's just how it's going to be. I don't think many people are searching for it, I guess. They would rather have the Ascended Heroes, but long-term plays, I think it's a safe buy-in entry as well. And if you are only able to buy bundles, I think you should. But I think you should still buy only the specialty set bundles. I don't think you should waste your time on main set line bundles, as booster boxes kind of take up the pack price, and the bundles I just don't see the value in doing it if you're going to hold it for long periods of time. Unless you're going to keep the bundle display, which is like the 10 that come with it, or like the sealed 25 bundle case. I really only see those as potential buys, but personally not doing that myself. But Ascended Heroes is going to be a beast of its own. I think you guys are going to miss out. So the FOMO is real. Shilling as much as I can for Ascended Heroes because that's what I believe. I believe in the numbers. I'm seeing the numbers, and this is what I'm doing. So I am going to be buying as much as I can on this weekend at the card show. So definitely let me know in the comments if you guys have any other opinions. Definitely want to communicate more there. But yeah, if you guys have anything else, please give me a like and comment on the video if you have anything to ask. And please subscribe if you haven't. You guys have a great night.